again and welcome back to another session of Commerce class with me Suman Rathod. Students, ledger posting is the third step in accounting process in which we actually transfer entries from journal to the ledger in their respective accounts. And our previous session was just an introduction to the ledger accounts. So today I have taken a practical question to show you how we actually prepare ledger accounts. And you can find this question in the description box also. So let's go and start our today's question. As I explained you earlier also, this is our format of ledger account. The left hand side of the account is known as the debit side and the right hand side of the account is known as the credit side. Now on the left hand side, first is the date column, then is the particulars column where the reason behind debiting the account will be entered. Then is the journal folio column which will leave empty in our questions. Then is the amount column. Then again on the credit hand side, first is date column, then particulars where the reason behind crediting the account will be entered. Then is the journal folio column and then the amount column of the credit side. Now generally we pass all the journal entries and then we simply transfer them to their respective ledger accounts. But here because we have shortage of space, so we'll go transaction by transaction. And I have already prepared all the accounts that I guess we'll have to make while solving this question. So now let's start solving the question. So the first transaction is on April 1st, 2015, Ram started business with cash rupees 1 lakh. So let's just pass the journal entry of this transaction here. I'm doing the rough work of this transaction here. So the entry will be cash account debit with rupees 1 lakh, right, to capital account, okay, with rupees 1 lakh. Okay, this is our journal entry. Now we have to transfer the amount in their respective accounts. Okay, now as you can see here, we have two accounts here, cash account and capital account, which means that we have to prepare ledger account for both cash account and capital account. So let's make the cash account first. So here cash account is debited with rupees 1 lakh in the journal entry. So now we have to transfer this transaction to the ledger account. Here cash account is debited, so we have to debit the cash account. And for debiting the cash account, we will simply write the amount here on the debit side of the account, right? Now in the date column, just write the date 2015 April 1st. Now in the particulars column, we have to write the reason behind debiting the cash account. As I told you earlier also that the reason will always be the other account on the opposite side, right? Here the other account on the opposite side is capital account. So the reason behind debiting the cash account is capital account. So we will write, as I told you, we have to write 2 before the account or before the reason on the debit side. So we will write it like 2 capital account, right? Now we have done the entry in the cash account. Now the other account involved in the transaction is capital account, which means that we have to open a new account with the name capital account also, right? So I have already made it here. Now here capital account is credited. So we have to make the entry on the credit side of the capital account for crediting the capital account, right? Now I have written the amount here on the credit side of the capital account. In the date column, write the date April 1st. Now as I told you earlier also that before writing the reason on the credit side, we have to write the word by, okay? Now the reason behind crediting the capital account is cash account, the other account on the opposite side. Here the other account on the opposite side of capital account is cash account. So the reason behind crediting the capital account is cash account. So let's write it by cash account. Okay. Now the next transaction is on April 2nd, bought goods for cash rupees 30,500. So let's make the journal entry of this transaction. Purchases account debit with rupees 30,500 to cash, as cash is going out of the business. So to cash account with rupees 30,500. Now again we have to make the ledger account for both these accounts, right? We have already made our cash account here, so we will simply transfer the amount here and then we will make a new account with the name purchases account that you can see here. I have already made it. So now let's just transfer the amount. So here cash account is credited. So we have to credit the cash account. For crediting the cash account, what we'll do? We'll simply write the amount on the credit side of the cash account. Date April 2, right? And the reason behind crediting the cash account is purchases account. The other account on the opposite side. Here the other account on the opposite side is purchases account. So let's just write by purchases account with rupees 30,500. Now the entry of this transaction will also go to the purchases account. So we'll make it like to cash account with rupees 30,000. Here purchases account is debited. So we'll do to cash account with rupees 30,500, right? And the date is April 2. Okay, now let's see the next transaction. On April 13th, opened a bank account with cash rupees 50,000. So the journal entry of this transaction will be bank account debit with rupees 50,000 to cash, as cash is going out of the business for opening the bank account. Okay, now again you can see that the two accounts here are bank account and cash account, which means that the entry of this transaction will go to the bank account and cash account. We already have cash account with us. So now we have to open a new account with the name bank account. I have opened it here. Now let's just transfer the amount. Cash account is credited with rupees 50,000. So we will credit the cash account. How we'll do it? By writing the amount on the credit side of the cash account. Like this. Date is April 13th. Okay. Now the reason behind crediting the cash account is bank account, the other account on the opposite side. So the reason behind crediting the cash account is bank account. So let's just write it like by bank account, okay, with rupees 50,000. Now in the bank account, here the bank account is debited. So we have to debit the bank account with rupees 50,000. And the reason behind debiting the bank account is cash account. So we'll write the reason like to cash account and date is April 13th. Okay. Now let's see the next transaction. On April 16th, sold goods for cash rupees 40,000. So the journal entry of this transaction will be cash account debit with rupees 40,000 to sales account 40,000, right? Now again, as you can see, the two accounts here are cash account and sales account. We already have cash account with us. So now we have to open sales account. So let's just remove this rough work from here. Okay. Now I have already made the sales account here. So now we'll simply transfer the amount there. Okay. Now cash account is debited. So we have to debit the cash account with rupees 40,000, right? So we have entered the amount here on the debit side of cash account. Now the reason behind debiting the cash account is to sales, right? On April 16, right? Now the other account is sales account. And sales account is credited here. So we have to credit the sales account by simply writing the amount on the credit side of the account, right? On April 16 date. Now in the particulars column, we have to write the reason, and the reason behind crediting the sales account is cash account, the other account on the opposite side. So the other account on the opposite side here is cash account. So we'll write the reason like by cash account. Right? Now let's see the next transaction. On April 20th, sold goods to Rakesh on credit worth rupees 25,000. Now the journal entry of this transaction will be Rakesh, as he is the receiver of the goods. So Rakesh account debit with rupees 25,000 to sales, as this is an income for the business. So incomes are always credited, okay, as per the rules of nominal account. Now this is our journal entry. The two accounts involved here are Rakesh account and sales account. Here we already have sales account with us. So now we have to open a new account with the name Rakesh. So I have opened it here, Rakesh account. So let's just transfer the amounts now. Now in the sales account is credited here. So we will credit the sales account by writing the amount on the credit side of the account 25,000, right? Now on the date column we'll write April 20th. Now the reason behind crediting the sales account is the other account on the opposite side. Here the other account on the opposite side is Rakesh. So the reason behind crediting the sales account is by Rakesh account, right? Now let's do the entry in Rakesh account. So here Rakesh account is debited. So we have to debit the Rakesh account. So we'll write 25,000 here on the debit side of the Rakesh account. And date is April 20th. Reason behind debiting the Rakesh account is the other account involved in the transaction. Other account on the opposite side. So it's to sales account. Right? So now the next transaction is withdrew from bank for personal use 5,000 on April 26th. Now the journal entry of this transaction will be drawings account debit with rupees 5,000 to bank, as bank is the giver here. So to bank account with rupees 5,000. Right? Now let's just transfer the amounts. So we have to open, or we have to make a new account with the name drawings that I have already made here. Okay, so let's just transfer the amounts. Now drawings account is debited with rupees 5,000. Drawings account is debited, so we have debited the drawings account by writing the amount on the debit side of the drawings account on April 26. Now the reason behind debiting the drawings account is bank account, the other account involved in the transaction, to bank account, right? Now the entry will go in bank account also. So the bank account is credited here. So we will credit the bank account by writing the amount on the credit side on April 26, right? And now the reason behind crediting the bank account is by drawings account, the other account involved in the transaction, right? So like this, we'll keep transferring the amounts to their respective accounts, and then as per the decision of the business, whether they want to close their accounts at the end of the accounting period or after expiry of certain time period, we'll close them, we'll balance them and transfer the amount to the trial balance. Okay, so let's see the next transaction now. Now on April 29th, received cash from Rakesh rupees 10,000. Now the journal entry of this transaction will be cash account, as we are receiving cash. So cash account is debited with rupees 10,000 to Rakesh, as Rakesh is the giver here, with rupees 10,000. So this is the journal entry. Now let's just transfer the amount. Here cash account is debited with rupees 10,000. So we'll debit the cash account by writing the amount on the debit side of the cash account. Date is April 29th. Now the reason behind debiting the cash account is the other account on the opposite side. Here the other account on the opposite side is Rakesh account. So let's write Rakesh to Rakesh account as reason. Okay. Now let's make the entry in the other account, which is Rakesh account. So here Rakesh account is credited. So we will credit the Rakesh account by writing the amount on the credit side of Rakesh account. Date is April 29th. And the reason behind crediting the Rakesh account is other account on the opposite side is cash account. So the reason behind crediting the Rakesh account is by cash account, right? Now the next transaction is on April 30th paid wages and salaries rupees 10,000. Now the journal entry of this transaction will be wages and salaries account debit to cash account with rupees 10,000, right? This is our journal entry. Now the two accounts here are wages and salary account and cash account. We already have cash account with us. So now we have to open another account with the name wages and salary. So I have made it here. Now let's transfer the amount. Now cash account is credited with rupees 10,000. So we will credit the cash account with rupees 10,000, and the reason behind crediting the cash account is wages and salaries, right, on April 30th, right? Now the other account is wages and salary account. Here wages and salary account is debited. So we will debit the wages and salaries account by writing the account on the debit side. Date is April 30th. And the reason behind debiting the wages and salaries account is the other account on the opposite side. So the other account on the opposite side is cash account. So we'll write the reason like to cash account, right? Now as we are done with all our transactions, so it's time to balance the accounts. For balancing the accounts, we'll take the total of the debit side of the account and the credit side of the account. And then we'll add the balancing figure to the side which is falling short of the amount. Okay, and if the debit side's balance is greater, then we'll say that the account shows a debit balance, and if the credit side's balance is greater, then we'll say that the account shows a credit balance. Like in this case, the debit side is 1,50,000, right? And the credit side is falling short of the amount. So it means that we have to add the balancing figure on the credit side. So we'll add it like by balance carried down on April 30th, last day of the month. Okay. Now by balance CD with rupees, how much is needed to make it 1,50,000? It's 90,500. So we'll add 59,500 here to make it 1,50,000, right? Now after writing or after totaling the sides, we'll make two lines like this, okay? And then here we'll write to balance brought down this balancing figure with the amount that we have added to make it equal. Okay, so it's 59,500. So we have written here 59,500. Now it's April 30th. So we'll write the next date is May 1st. Okay, this is the opening balance of the next period. Now let's balance this capital account. Here the credit side has 1 lakh. So we'll add to balance carried down on April 30th. How much is needed? It's 1 lakh. So we will add 1 lakh here. Then we'll total the account by drawing a line like this. Okay. It's 1 lakh. Now, this amount is the opening balance of the new period. Okay. So, we'll write it like May 1st by balance brought down with the amount of opening balance, that is rupees 1 lakh. Right? Now let's balance the purchases account. Here purchases account have 30,500 on the debit side. Now the balancing figure will be added like by balance carried down 30,500 on the credit side. Now close the account, total the amount, and then close the account by drawing two lines like this. Okay, and then transfer the amount, and this is the opening balance of new period. So we'll write it like to balance BD with 30,500. Now let's see the bank account. Now bank account has 50,000 here on the debit side and 5,000 here on the credit side. So which means that balancing figure will be added to the credit side. So let's add it like 45,000 here on the credit side on April 30th. Now total the amount 50,000 here and 50,000 here, and then close the account by drawing two lines like this, and then transfer this amount as this is the opening balance of new period. So to balance brought down 45,000. So like this we'll keep totaling and we'll keep closing and balancing the accounts. Okay. So this is how we make ledger accounts. Now as per the requirement of the question or as per the length of the question, you have to make the accounts and then you have to total them, you have to balance them, you have to close the account and transfer the amount for new period. That's all for today. Thanks for staying in tune and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you and goodbye for now.